Paul Graham from OptimalBody.ca. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to manage hunger when dieting. If you're looking to lose weight, you have to learn how to manage hunger. I'm going to give you 8 strategies that are going to help you to figure out how to stop hunger from getting control over you. So our starting point we use to help people figure out how much to get. For females, we recommend they start by focusing on getting 4 to 6 palm-sized servings of lean protein. And for males, that they're going to get 6 to 12 palm-sized servings of lean protein in a day. As you can see on the graphic on the screen, you can see what we'd categorize as lean proteins. For colorful fruits and vegetables, we'd say a fist is a serving of vegetables and a scooped out handful for fruit. You want to get combined with the two. For females, at least 5 servings of these in a day, and for males, at least 10. This gives you a rough idea of where to start with your lean protein in your fruits and your vegetables. This is a big key to making sure you stay satisfied. The second strategy to managing hunger with weight loss is to make sure you're understanding the difference between decreasing calories you're consuming versus decreasing the volume of food you're eating. We often find, especially with females, they tend to decrease how much food they're eating too much. And not necessarily too much in terms of calories, but too much in terms of volume of food. Again, if you go back to the first point of the lean proteins, the fruits and the vegetables, that picks up quite a bit of volume of food, but it's not that calorie dense. So make sure you can distinguish the difference between those two things. Number 3, it's a common one you hear all the time, but it's incredibly important. Make sure you're drinking enough water and staying hydrated. A video on how much water to get when you're trying to lose weight, I'll have that pop up above my head. Next, be careful when adding in extra exercise or activity. We see this all the time at our personal training studio, where someone feels their diet is already in a good spot and they just need to add a little bit of exercise to lose weight. The most common thing that happens is they gain 1 to 5 pounds in the next 4 weeks. Why does this happen? Well, your body, when you start exercising, boosts up your metabolism, which is a good thing. However, along with boosting up the metabolism, this also makes you want to eat more food. Even if you don't realize it, usually you start eating more. I know myself, anytime I start increasing how much I start training, my weight will usually jump up 1 to 3 pounds. It's an incredibly common thing to happen. So if you are increasing how much you're exercising to try to lose weight, make sure you have a really good system for monitoring and controlling how much food you have coming in. Strategy number 5 for managing hunger when dieting. With this one, try eating 3 to 4 meals a day without snacking in between. We found a lot of people tend to snack in between meals when they're not actually really hungry. And what happens is they don't get large enough complete meals, so they're not getting enough nutritious food to keep them satisfied. We found most people tend to find it easier to regulate their hunger levels when they're eating less frequently than more frequently. Next, don't reduce calories too quickly. See this all the time with people where they're excited, they get started on their diet, and they reduce their calories down a whole lot because they want to get great results right off the start to help keep them motivated. The problem is when you start reducing calories quickly, your body will react with adjusting hormones around leptin and around ghrelin, which are 2 hormones that can impact how hungry you are. So if you reduce your calories too quickly, you can actually find your hunger levels start increasing really fast. So you don't give your body a chance to get accustomed to being into an energy deficit and allowing your hunger levels to slowly increase. Next strategy for helping to control hunger levels is distinguish between physical hunger and mental hunger. This is a really hard concept for a lot of people to understand because these things often overlap. However, we found over the years that a lot of clients are experiencing a desire to eat, not true physical hunger. So a lot of times people are looking for strategies to help manage hunger levels when it's actually not a problem of hunger levels, it's a problem with being triggered to want to eat. Okay, can you close the door there? So an example we use with people to try to help them understand this. So an example we use with people to help illustrate the difference between these two things. Next time you're feeling really Next time you think you're feeling really hungry, stop and ask yourself, would you want to have some chicken breast and steamed broccoli or cauliflower? Not necessarily the most exciting meals. And if you're really good and hungry, you're going to want to eat that food. You'd eat anything. However, people that tend to be in a place of wanting to eat or having a desire to eat, not true physical hunger, will usually want specific foods. So it has to be chocolate or chips or sweets or something like that. So it's really important to understand the difference between those two things so you can use the right strategy. So I'm going through strategies for how to manage hunger levels when you're trying to lose weight, but managing wanting to eat or a desire to eat are different strategies. You need to match those up if you want to be successful. Finally, the last one, which is a little bit of a hack or a trick that works well for a lot of people, is you can use something called psyllium. So it's a type of fiber. It's the fiber that they put into like Metamucil and things like that. But you can get psyllium where it doesn't have any of the additives. It's just a bulking fiber. So that's a strategy for some people that might be appropriate. A lot of people don't get enough fiber. So by adding this in, it can help to keep them satisfied for longer or on less calories. So there you go. You have several different strategies to help you manage hunger when dieting. It's tough it's tough managing these things, but they get better in time and the more you get used to using these different strategies.